Yes, sir.
Did you ever get an answer from her on that question?
No, sir.
You mentioned in the phone call too about you're going to give information to the detectives so they'll quit stalling. Similar to the phone call yesterday, were you actually with law enforcement when this call occurred?
I was.
And they were listening?
Yes, sir.
Was you saying, hoping that they would quit stalling, I guess, was that a tactic to keep her talking?
Absolutely.
Two names that you gave in that phone call were Travis and Chance. Who are those people just in general?
Travis would have been an ex-boyfriend of the defendant, and Chance would have been an ex-husband of the defendant, also Harley's father.
Did you ever have any indication that either one of those two names were involved in Gannon's disappearance?
No, sir. Chance was deceased by that point, and I had no indication of Travis either at all.
Okay. In relation to that gang reference, was there ever a gang that was after you and your family?
Not to my knowledge.
And then similar questions to what I asked you yesterday. The sound of the defendant's voice in that phone call, was that consistent with her personality as you know it?
Absolutely.
In this particular phone call, did she ever change personalities to a different personality?
I was talking to the defendant the entire time.
And so never changed voice inflections or anything like that? Okay, thank you. So, Judge, at this time, we would want to move into playing People's Exhibit 37, which is another recorded phone call on February 14, 2020 at 12:08 p.m. This one's roughly 8.5 minutes long.
All right. Mr. Stuck, you can go ahead and step down.
Yes, sir.
Hello? Hello? I can't hear you. Hello?
It said it's the signal.
Okay, well, what? Because you hung up on me and I'm not really feeling this right now, so what? What do you got for me?
I can't help it. In and out.
Fine, whatever.
You were being all nice, caring, listening, everything. Then all of a sudden you started being hateful.
Yeah, because you got information I need for my son that everybody needs to get this boy back. Okay?
Okay, so now you're saying I got information, but then just a minute ago you told me I made it up and it was a figment of my imagination.
Okay, so it's on you to pick which one it is. It's not on me to sort through it. It's on you to tell me the truth or keep feeding me bullshit.
Beginning. Listen to me.
Yes. No. Let's start over. Let's get a new beginning here, okay? Let's start over. Because if you keep going back this same path we've been on, I'm just going to keep getting more pissed off and more hurt and more worried about my son because you've told me 17 different stories now. Start over and tell me who the fuck has my boy, okay? Tell me a name. That's the beginning. I don't care about Saturday. I don't care about Sunday. I don't care about the fucking truck on Monday. I don't care. Who has Gannon? That's what I care about. Who?
Then I want immunity.
What the fuck does that have to do with who has Gannon? I can't give you immunity. You call the police, you do what you gotta do to get yourself protected from whatever you're worried about. I mean, it keeps... Anyways, I'm not dealing with that. Okay, the beginning is who has Gannon?
Did you even call the guy to ask him about immunity to talk to me, did you?
No, because I figured you'd call me back. I thought you was hanging up with me, call me back. What is he... What can I... I'm not your lawyer. Okay?
But you're my husband.
Right, and I'm telling you right now, you want immunity, you want this fucking immunity because there's no dude. It's all a fucking lie, Tisha. Prove me otherwise. Just like I told you with the rape, I'll get on my knees and beg for forgiveness if it's true. If it really happened, if there is this fucking guy out there, I'll on the media, I'll go out to the world and say I was wrong, my wife was right this whole time. But there's no fucking dude, Tisha. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Yeah, prove me wrong. Was this an accident? Did something happen? Did you accidentally hurt him? Did you give him too much medicine? What happened?
So what do you think happened then? Since you think everything I have to say is wrong, since I offered help, then what do you think happened?
Well, I'm going to tell you, first of all, like I told you already, I was not home. That's what the problem number one, okay? Something bad happened and I wasn't there to take care of it, all right? So for the rest of my life, no matter what happens, I'm going to blame myself for this because I wasn't there, because I was trying to progress in my career, be successful and all these things, okay? I just wasn't there. That's number one. That's the first thing that happened. Number two, I mean, you told me a lot of things that happened in like a 12, 13, 24-hour period. You talk about blood, you talk about Gannon's foot, you talk about the burns. All this happened in a short time, and they were all accidents. Nobody's to blame, okay? Nobody. And you just panicked. Okay, that's what I think. I think all this stuff happened, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe there was a big accident. Gannon took too much medicine, or Gannon hit his head, or Gannon's nose was bleeding, or I don't know, okay? I'm sitting here trying to make all these theories up, but all these things are running through my head. He hit his head on the ground, he hit his head on the wall, he picked his fingers too much and he was bleeding. Whatever the truth is, Gannon did something and it was an accident. And then I just feel like because I wasn't there to keep it all together, you panicked. And then I don't even have a theory on the rest of it. Okay? That's what I think. I think there's absolutely no guy there. And I understand why that would be on your mind. I understand that, okay? I'm not discounting that. I'm not making you feel bad if that's something you're trying to get through this and you made that up, okay? You've told nobody that but me. Okay? So if that's not okay, screw the police right now. This is me and you. Screw the freaking police. They're not listening anyways. You know that. They're looking all these places, and you know they're not shouldn't be looking there. Okay, so they're not listening to you. I'm listening to you. I just need to know what happened. I gave you my theory up until the one point where you panicked. Okay, whether it was too much blood, Gannon hurt himself, and you didn't know how to handle it, and you didn't want to call me because you were scared I might be upset at you, and I understand that. I understand that you've got this. You want to do so good for the kids and provide for them and food and clothes, and you do a great job at all that stuff. Okay, you do a great job at all that stuff, and I tell you that all the time. And you really want me to feel like you're better than Landon. And I tell you all the time that you are. Okay? I feel like all that factors into this, that something bad happened accidentally. Nobody's fault. Accidents happen. And that's what we would have told Gannon, the candle or whatever it was. Accidents happen. We could get new carpet. We can't get new children though. Okay? I tell you that all the time. We can't replace our children. We can replace clothes and carpet and couches. Who gives a fuck about that stuff? Yeah, you know I've told you that. We smash the TV. Who cares about the TV? Okay? An accident happened here of some sort. You panicked and freaked out, and then I just need the rest of the story. I just need to know where Gannon is, okay? I just need to know what has happened with Gannon. Is he safe? Is he hurt? Is he alive? Is he somewhere? Okay? I don't want to hear no more about this dude unless you give me a name, okay? So I don't believe it until you give me concrete information. My theory is this. That accident happened. You panicked. Now tell me the rest.
I was there, Albert. I'll give you his name. I swear to you.
Give me his
When
name.
I tell you this part, this is why I want immunity.
Okay.
Do you, okay?
Okay.
Okay? The whole thing happened. The cops were there. Yada, yada, yada. All that was true. You keep saying I said all these stories. Is not what happened. I really was truly thought that Gannon was going out every day. I had been talking to somebody because he was asking me weird questions or whatever. And this dude trying to get your bike, he followed me. So I get the Petco. That's why I was looking in and out the door of the Petco.
Oh, so so it wasn't about Gannon getting out. And I'm not talking junk. Okay.
He drove in there.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to
Make
understand.
sure he didn't get out, because if someone was following me, I didn't want him to know someone was in the car.
Okay.
Again, that's why.
Okay.
All I was trying to do was go get you a bike. Then I leave because I was going to go to this place to be looking at free to get a bike, and I realized that this dude was following us again. So I tried to make some turns around Palmer Lake area, in and out of that area up there, which is where they're searching, because I'm sure they got my GPS, searching for nothing. And then, when I had to come up a little hump, there's this dude. Well, this dude is in your truck with us.
And just so that I'm clear, Mr. Allen, that was Exhibit 37, right?
37, that's
Okay,
right.
all right, go ahead.
Mr. Stout, can you come back?
Mr. Stout, I remind you, sir, that you're still under oath.
Mr. Stout, in that call, you said to the defendant, you want immunity because it's a lie, there's no dude. And then you said, prove me wrong. Did she ever prove you wrong?
No, sir.
You made mention of Gannon did something, an accident, and you panicked. What were you trying to do by saying those things to the defendant?
Trying to, in a way, take the initial blame off of her that and confirm her story about an accident with the candle or whatever she had claimed from the night before or whatever, and give her a freedom to talk about what happened next in her mind.
Basically give her an out so that you could try to maybe get more information?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Towards the end of that phone call, the defendant made, again, mentions of some anonymous dude in the language that she used. Did she ever give you a name of who this dude was that she was referring to?
Not in this phone call, no, sir.
All right. Was that phone call consistent with her personality?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
During that phone call, did she ever change personalities or talk with any other odd voice inflections?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. Judge, at this time, we're going to move on to People's 38, which is a call on February 14th at 12:17 p.m.
All right. Mr. Stout, you can go ahead and step down. Thank you, sir.
And Judge, this call is about a little over 21 minutes.
All right.
Hello?
What happened?
I was talking away.
Okay.
Or did you guys hear?
Something about you were at Petco and then you got in the truck and the guy was there or something?
No. I asked them to go get the footage from outside of Petco.
Okay.
Not just the footage inside Petco. That's the footage we need outside of Petco. Because the guy had followed us to Petco, and as I was pulling off to go to the Palmer Lake area, I was going to go look at the bike. Somebody was laying down in the road acting like they were, I don't know, going to kill themselves or some crap. When I turned around and came back the other way, and this dude gets in the truck with us. I didn't have anything, knives, anything to f anybody off or anything. I had to go like a normal time. Anna was crying in the back seat till he threw up. He threw up because he was so scared. He followed us all. He came with us all the way back to the house. Where's the footage showing people getting out of the car? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, who got out of the car?
I mean, I saw you and then I saw the shadow that somebody was talking about.
Other side.
The only footage I seen is the one that you said the guy got paid for. That's the only one I saw.
Okay, so when you get there, he's still in your car at this time. We all get out. The guy was with us the whole time.
Okay.
The whole entire time. I asked him, what did he want? He could take everything he wants. He could rob us. He could do whatever he fucking wanted. Have it all. There was a struggle. There was everything back and forth. And it was asking, did I know his Uncle Matt? Because he was saying, whoever Uncle Matt was, they don't like Uncle Matt. Uncle Matt came in at. Oh, she had something to do with it. Because I was freaking out how he would know someone by this name. I told you this.
Okay.
The guy was there when the police came. I didn't know again was that. I didn't know if he was hid. I didn't know anything. I just thought I was terrified to say anything because he had the gun. And I was scared. What if he Gannon while I run up there and try to go get help? What if I leave to go get help and he's in here? There was nothing I could do to switch anything. My hands were tied that night. The girls were in the bedroom. My hands were tied to the little board that's on the back. My hands were tied there. Tied completely. Remember those same headphones I had on? I told you I was listening to music? Yeah, I had to do that, and that little bandana that was down there, that's where that came from. I couldn't scream, couldn't get help. Harley and Lena were asleep. It was just terrifying. All I could hear was Gannon screaming. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know anything.
Okay, Tisha, can I ask you a question? Please?
What?
Why would you need immunity for that when the guy he's the perpetrator, not you? Why would you need immunity for this?
Because I didn't tell him.
Because you didn't, okay. Okay, I mean,
I don't know how bad he hurt Gannon. I don't know. There's no accident where I hurt him. There's nothing like that. Immunity because people keep saying that. No, because he was in Gannon's room. I just kept crying. I could fight his dude off. He is Mexican. Or he was mixed with black. Dark. 5'7". I gave him the facial features that was on him. Name.
okay, hold on. All right, so let me just bear with me here while I sort through this. Okay, so you're at Petco, you pull out, and you're at the stoplight. Dude's laying in the middle of the road, or are you in the parking lot?
We drove up to look at the night for it.
Oh, so the guy was at Palmer Lake laying in the middle of the road.
He followed us. I made a turn. I thought the turn was going to take me back to 25. Instead, it wraps you back around in a circle to come back the same direction up these hills.
Okay. All right, so, yeah, let's stop for a second because, all right, listen, I'm going to be straight up again because I'm getting frustrated again because this is even more bullshit than the original 17 stories, okay? I mean, no guy fucking jumps in your truck. The car is locked when you're driving unless you stop and open the doors. Anyway, I'm not going to pick it apart. It's bullshit, okay? Yes.
Oh my God.
Tisha, no, it's not why. I want you to tell me why you panicked. Why?
You can see this.
Why did you panic when the accident happened? When Gannon did whatever he did, I mean, he made a mistake. Whatever happened, why did you panic?
Panic when?
After Gannon was hurt, after he hurt himself, after he had an accident, after he banged his head or something, why did you panic?
No accident was panicking. What are you talking about?
So, wait, well, you know what? So back to this Palmer, I'm all over the place here.
Yeah, because you're trying to make it out to be me and it's not me.
No, I'm trying to make it out to be where's my son, okay? If you were in Palmer Lake and then Douglas County and whatever, you did all these turns and turned around and this guy was out there laying in the road, he got in a truck, why do they have your GPS in your car? You were in my truck.
My phone.
No, but I thought you told me yesterday you left your phone at Petco because you had to go back to get it.
Oh, that was Gannon's phone. Gannon's phone was left at Petco.
You told me, yes, Tisha, I'm not stupid now. Okay, listen, you know I'm better than that. You told me yesterday, you said it almost verbatim, almost quoting you now. You said I set my phone on the counter, okay, because I had these 2 or 3 doggy sweaters or whatever, okay, and then...
Yeah, phone.
No, you told me yesterday it was your phone, and then you said it and you forgot it because you kept going and looking at him to make sure he wasn't getting out the truck. Now it's you. Teacher, but how is it all true when you've told me 7 different versions of the same thing? It can't all be true. He can't be a Mexican named Uncle Matt, but he wasn't there until he got in the...
See how you keep doing?
No, what I keep doing is not being stupid and letting you get me with bullshit, okay? I need the truth.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Really?
Really. I mean, you can smirk all you want to, you can roll your eyes, you can hit the steering wheel. That doesn't change the fact that you have the truth and I don't. Because, yeah, so yesterday... It wasn't a Mexican. It was the guy riding around in the Aubrey Holmes vehicle or whatever it's called. Okay, and you gave him the garage code, and then he came in.
These things.
But that's what I do understand. You're spinning me in 12 different directions to help.
Need immunity because they made me tell all this. If I don't keep saying different things, you get the right person. You don't care about that. You don't care about the bounty if I say anything.
No, Tisha, what I care about is you, and I care about our relationship and that the fact that we're talking together. No, you're not talking to the
Albert,
police. I'm not making you say anything. Okay, listen. I understand it. I understand what you're trying to do. I understand you feel like they're making you all these things, and I understand making you say all these things. Sorry. Okay, and the fact that you're having to say all these different stories because they're pressuring you, and I blame them completely. Okay, I understand that you're just in a bad situation because everybody's after you and you feel attacked and all these things. Okay, I understand that. But if you have any faith or respect in me, you got to understand that. I believe that truth is always easier than having to go 27 different directions. Okay. And that's what I'm trying to work out with you here is just the freaking truth.
For you. He hurt. I was tied with my arms.
Okay, well, who is he? Who tied you up? Who did this? You didn't do it. Who did it? Who hurt Gannon? Who has Gannon? Who wants the money? Who hurt you?
They're gonna kill me.
Who is they? And how did he hurt Gannon? These are the questions I need to know. Who is he and who are they?
They first told me his name was... No, it's not. It's Quincy Brown.
Quincy Brown. So, so Quincy Brown is the one who has him. What was he driving when he was following you? What was he driving when he was following you? What? A red car. See, I think that's what I was saying. You're on it. The fact that you know his name, or he said Eduardo, but you found out his name was Quincy Brown, driving a red car. What? Wait, listen, wait. How did he hurt Gannon, and how bad was Gannon hurt? Say that again. You said. I can't hear you, Tisha. Try to calm down.
When I came out, Gannon was gone. I just could hear him screaming. I couldn't do anything.
So Gannon was screaming, and you heard him. You heard. Right. No, I said heard. I said you heard, like you heard him screaming. The guy heard Gannon. So you know the guy heard him, Quincy Brown. Huh?
Yeah.
Do you know what he hurt him with? Was he hitting him? Was he?
Albert. I came back in there. He started taking boxes out.
Okay, so how do you know Quincy Brown? How do you know it was him?
He told me his name was Eduardo, but he came back in there taking boxes out. And I seen Quincy Brown. I saw it.
Oh, what boxes was he taking out?
I thought he was going to rob our house and take things.
So he had an ID on, and what did you see anything besides his name, like a company or something?
Quincy Brown. It was his pocket. He had his big baggy pants on, and in his pocket, the paper fell out, and on top of the paper was his ID, and it had his picture, Quincy Brown.
Okay, all right. But what kind of boxes? What boxes was he taking out? Was he out of the storage room? What? I mean, what?
In the storage room.
Oh, you were in the storage.
Do what?
You did. That's the first you told me that you were in the storage room.
He tied me in the storage room, and I put the out. I just did that.
I'm sorry. You were crying and screaming. I couldn't understand that part. So now I know you were tied up. You couldn't do anything because you were screaming and you had the bandana in your mouth. You were tied up. Is this after the police left and after Gannon and him were in the storage room, or before that, or what?
It was after the police left late that night. I put Harley.
Okay.
I realized that he was still in the house. Early and laying in the room and told him to shut the door and don't come out.
Okay. All right. So what boxes was he taking out of the storage room, or what?
Don't know about this.
Okay, well, you brought that up, so that's huge. I mean, if he's taking boxes, what was in the boxes? I'm just trying to sort through all this, okay? Empty boxes, okay. So back up. Gannon and this Quincy Brown guy, they were in the storage room the whole time, and you were trying to point the police to the storage room?
I never told you that. I said when the cops went to the storage room, I was trying to tell them, hey, there's a bunch of boxes piled up here. I even went to the little Christmas closet and was like, yeah, please look through there really good.
But you did say that they were in there and that you tried to direct them somehow to the storage room. You did say that.
Not what I said. That is not what I said.
Okay, maybe I'm paraphrasing.
Telling him where hiding places were in the storage room.
Then where the fuck were they? It all is relevant. Where were they at? You said earlier you heard him scream from the storage room. Okay? Where were they at?
There was no screaming when the cops were there. What are you talking about?
You know, honestly, I'm kind of getting fed up because you know what? Yesterday, in the 3 previous versions, okay, it all happened in Gannon's room. Now it all happened in the fucking storage room. Make your mind up. You banged your head on Gannon's table. You were raped in Gannon's room. Gannon was beat up. He was high-fiving the guy. He was jumping on him. He was loving him. Uncle Matt, he was a Mexican. It all happened in Gannon's room. Now it happened in the storage room. God damn it, Tisha, make some sense out of this.
That is before the police got there, Albert.
What time did all that happen? What time did that happen?
You asked me about the police got there.
Tisha, to me, this is all bullshit because none of it makes sense. None of the timeline adds up. Every time you tell it to me, there's more and different details. So, okay. Yeah, fine.
I have my life on the line.
Go get your fucking immunity. I hope you get it, because I don't want nothing bad to happen to you. I don't want nothing bad to happen to nobody. I want my son back.
I'm trying to help you get him back.
So at what point did you call the police? The guy was with you. He was in the house. He was just letting you call the police? Because you said he was in the truck. Well, you, him, and Gannon were in the truck, come back from wherever the fuck you picked him up on the side of the road, and he just jumped in and said, "Here's a hamburger, take me home," or something, whatever. Okay? Yeah. I'm being a goddamn smartass because this is bullshit. Okay? So you're all in the house and you're just drinking sweet tea, and he's like, "I'm holding you at gunpoint, but go ahead and call the police, please." Right? That's your story. That's your story, Tisha. That's your story. Yeah, because initially he was already in the house when you got home with Gannon. That's what you told me initially. I am listening. Okay, so, all right, so assume I believe you now. So Quincy Brown is the one holding Gannon for all the money? And you didn't tell me. So now, all this 3 weeks now, you've known who has my son. You've known he's out to get you or after you or whatever, and you think I'm going to be okay with me just finding this out after I've been crying my heart out for 3 weeks now? You think that's cool? Because you're worried about your immunity?
Because I'm worried about my what?
Immunity. That's all you said all day long after yesterday when you told me 7 different stories. Today it's immunity. And now I find about Quincy Brown in a red car with boxes, has my son, and he wants money, and you never told me about it. It's like we're playing fucking Clue here or something. Or Who's Who. And yes, I'm being a smartass because I'm tired of this shit.
I don't want nothing but my family and everything and Gannon to be there. I begged you to help me for days. I can tell you this. I begged you. But you would never have to not be around everybody and call me. Never.
You know, it's funny. I'm going to stop you right there because it's funny. You started that statement again with, "I just want my family and Gannon." So that's why you keep saying shit like that. No, Gannon is part of your family. He's not an and, he's part of it. That's why I don't believe that shit, because you keep saying that. Go ahead.
I am agreeing to testify against this. I am agreeing to even myself to walk out wherever for money, risking a chance and fucking shoot me just to get Gannon.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, listen, I know enough about immunity that you're not going to get immunity if you keep lying about this fucking Quincy guy. There's no fucking Quincy guy. There's no Eduardo. There's no Uncle Matt. There's nobody.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, whatever me all you want to, but there's no fucking Quincy. Yeah. Should have freaking told me about Quincy Brown from the get-go. That's why there's no fucking Quincy Brown.
Really?
Yeah, really, Tisha. Yeah, this is just blowing my mind here that you sit here and you want to be a family, the 4 of us in Gannon, like you say. You want us to get back together and be all intimate and, blah, 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 blah. But you keep fucking lying to me. 5 years of lies and now my son's gone. Where is Gannon, Tisha?
Wait, Quincy! That's who took him!
Where the fuck is Gannon, Tisha?
Quincy Brown.
Where? Where's Quincy Brown? He's obviously, you know something about him. Is he in town? Are you in town? Is Gannon in town? Who's anywhere? Nobody knows where anybody is except for you.
Earlier, you wanted to help. You wanted to listen so we could go have him arrested. But now you don't have any interest in
I do. I'll let them know as soon as we get off the phone. Go look for a 5'7" Mexican guy named Uncle Matt that changed his name to Quincy Brown, that works for the home developer, that his ID fell out of his pocket, and he's out there with my son. I'll tell him all that.
Take that. Like I found now it's because I found out who he is.
But you said you knew him.
They're after me.
Oh my God. Where's Gannon, Tisha?
The Quincy Brown took Gannon.
You almost said his name different. Okay, is it Quincy Brown or?
Quincy Brown is what I said.
Where is Gannon?
All right, I think now would be a good time for a break. So we will take our break until 10:45. Again, don't discuss case among yourselves. Don't discuss case with anyone else.